Have you ever felt someone staring at you, turned around, and caught them in the act? Or turned around and found absolutely nothing, just your cat blinking judgmentally? That strange sensation of being watched isn't just a spooky fluke, it's neuroscience, psychology, and evolution all doing the electric slide in your brain. Your brain's on high alert, even when you're not. Your brain is like that one friend who jumps at the sound of a falling leaf. It's always on edge, just in case. Hardwired for survival, it evolved to spot danger long before it introduced us to doom scrolling and overthinking at 2 a.m. back in the caveman days. Hesitating for even a second could get you turned into a saber-toothed snack. So, evolution gave us a built-in, always-on alert system that scans for motion, stares, and sketchy vibes 24/7. Most of this scanning happens in your peripheral vision, where the brain watches for subtle cues while your eyes stay focused elsewhere. It's like having security cameras in the corners of your mind. Even now, in the age of lattes and inbox anxiety, that system hasn't turned off. That awkward I feel watched moment in the office? Yeah, probably just your brain catching your boss sneaking up silently. It's not being paranoid, it's being prepared, even if the only real threat is being asked to hop on a quick call. Gaze detection, the ancient social superpower. Meet gaze perception, the magical ability that lets us detect when someone's eyes are zeroing in on us. This isn't mysticism or a Marvel superpower. It's a built-in biological function. When someone's eyes align with your general direction, even slightly, your brain takes note, especially if the person is within your peripheral vision. This is your brain saying, heads up champ, you've got an audience. It's subtle, efficient, and ridiculously old school, like a prehistoric early warning radar for social interaction or saber-tooth ambushes. Your peripheral vision is basically a paranoid sidekick. Let's talk about your side eyes. No, not the judgmental ones you give people who double dip salsa. We mean your peripheral vision dot. Even if you can't see specific details, like the number of fingers someone's holding up, your brain still registers movement and direction from the edges of your vision. That blurry movement you catch out of the corner of your eye, it's enough to activate the brain's "is someone watching me" protocol. It's not accurate 100% of the time, but it's fast. And in evolution, fast beats accurate, especially when the stakes were lion-sized. You're not paranoid, you're just a social animal. Feeling watched, even when you're not, has a purpose. We're social creatures. Our brains are always looking for cues about who's paying attention to us. It's how we avoid awkward moments, gauge social standing, and yes, detect potential danger. Even when you're alone, your brain might assume you're not. That flickering curtain, the rustle of a bush. Your brain tosses up a warning. Could be a threat, could be a friend, could be a raccoon with opinions. It doesn't want to miss a thing, so next time you get that eerie feeling, don't freak out, just wave. Maybe it's a squirrel, maybe it's your neighbor, maybe it's just your brain running social simulations like a paranoid Netflix show. The face-finding quirk, pareidolia, is watching you. Our brains are absolute face fanatics. Seriously, give them a couple of dots in a line and they'll scream, "Look, a face." This quirky little glitch in our perception is called pareidolia, and it's the reason you've seen a smile in a plug socket or thought your car's headlights looked slightly smug. It's a survival tool in disguise. Our ancestors needed to detect faces fast, whether it was a friend, foe, or fanged beast. The problem? Our brains don't always wait for confirmation. They jump to conclusions faster than a tabloid headline. Add a bit of dim lighting and some shadowy movement, and suddenly that innocent coat rack is giving off serious stalker vibes. Mix in gaze detection, and your brain starts crafting horror movie scenarios with nothing but a bathrobe and poor lighting. It's not that we're irrational, it's that we're programmed to prioritize faces above all else, even imaginary ones. So next time your laundry pile looks like it's silently judging you, it probably is. Or more likely, your brain is just being adorably overprotective. Dogs can feel it too, because we trained them that way. Dogs aren't just good boys, they're evolution's greatest PR win. Over thousands of years, we humans selectively bred dogs that responded to our eye contact. The ones that understood our gaze survived and became better companions. So today, when you look at your dog and it looks back with big soulful eyes, it's not just cute, it's the result of centuries of selective social engineering. Even better. Dogs understand when we're watching them. They've evolved to pick up on our gaze cues the same way we pick up on theirs. If you've ever caught your dog slowly backing away from a spilled trash can while keeping one eye on you, now you know why. Magpies are judging you. And they're really good at it. Dogs aren't the only creatures who evolved alongside humans to become little gaze detection machines. Enter magpies. These brainy birds have spent so much time around humans that they, too, can detect when we're watching them. In fact, research has shown that magpies change their decision-making speed depending on whether a human is looking at them. If you're watching, they make faster moves, probably because they think you're about to steal their snacks or write a strongly worded tweet about them. So, yes, magpies know when you're watching, and they're totally judging your outfit. Your brain loves shortcuts, even if they're wrong. If the eyes are windows to the soul, then the brain is that nosy neighbor peeking through the blinds 24/7. But it doesn't always get it right. When we can't clearly see where someone's eyes are pointing, maybe it's too dark or too far, our brains take a shortcut. Instead of sitting down for a thorough analysis, it just assumes they're looking at us. It's a defensive default, kind of like saying present in class, even when you didn't hear your name. The brain would rather be wrong and ready than caught off guard. So if you're getting weird vibes from a mannequin in the store window, relax. It's probably your brain trying to be helpful. Or, it's haunted. One of the two. Darkness turns up the drama. Things always feel creepier in the dark, right? Blame your brain again. Without light, your visual cues are limited, so your brain fills in the blanks, usually with the worst case scenario. That's why shadows look like serial killers and coat hangers resemble lurking strangers. It's not that your brain is trying to freak you out, it's trying to prepare you for the possibility of something being there. In darkness, the gaze detection system still runs, but it's like trying to read fine print with a flashlight. Your brain takes every flicker, every bump, and every silhouette as a potential set of eyes. You become hyper aware and hyper anxious. And yes, that's perfectly normal, even if it means checking your closet one more time for good measure. Communication or combat. At its core, the eerie sensation of being watched is your brain prepping for one of two classic responses: social interaction or self-preservation. It's not just paranoia, it's evolutionary programming. When someone's gaze locks onto us, our internal systems kick into gear, scanning for friendly vibes or subtle threats. If it's a warm smile, your brain goes, "Nice, let's talk." If it's a glare, it whispers, "Retreat, dramatic exit, now." This reflex traces back to our ancestors who had to make split-second choices, flirt or flee, often while something with claws was lurking nearby. It wasn't just about surviving the moment, it was about reading intentions, building alliances, and maybe even finding love in the time of mammoths. Even now, this instinct is alive and twitching every time you glance over your shoulder on a quiet street. Whether it's fight, flight, or flirty eye contact, your brain just wants you to be ready. If your brain's still scanning for watchers, let it spot that like button right now. Feel seen. Good. Subscribe for more mind-blowing science with a twist of weird. Thanks for hanging out with your hyper-aware brain. See you in the next curiosity trip.